It is time for another YouTube live stream. I'm Zach. Welcome back. Let's play some games today. We are back in Cities Skylines 2 on my Florida-themed city, and we are continuing to build out a bunch of new projects, including we're going to be building a lighthouse. You heard that right. We are going to be working on our docks area. It's going to be pretty cool. We're also going to be working a little bit more on the arena area that we worked on yesterday. So let's jump into the game and get started. Let me put my headphones on so I can hear all the police sirens and the helicopters zooming around my city. Okay, and let me get my notes up. All right, this is my beautiful city. We are here at sunset, and I wanted to start out the stream by just reviewing some of the things we've done in recent streams, because we've done a lot recently, and I feel like we need to... Oh, gosh, the sun is in my face. Ah! I forgot it was sunset. Okay. We need to congratulate ourselves on the wins we've had in the city. We've done a lot of things that have been really good. I'm going to let the simulation run here. This is our cargo yard. We did this the other day, and it's very... it's actually working. Unfortunately, is there... Oh, no, I see... Oh, it's hard to see with the light. But, yeah, you can see trucks driving in, delivering their goods to the cargo station. So that's good. You got all kinds of delivery vehicles. That's great. If we click on this, we can see we have all kinds of stuff in our cargo station. Pretty much everything. I'm not sure I understand the difference between the green and the red. I guess the red items are lower in stock and the green items are higher in the stock. But we have stock of everything, so except for mail. We don't have stock of mail. But it looks like it's working. And when we first built this, cargo trains were coming in empty, like they didn't have anything. But now I see cargo trains coming back and forth that actually have stuff on them. Let's see if we can find one. Oh, here's a cargo train right here. Let's click on this guy. Okay, so he has a little bit of cargo. Does it say what the cargo is? Doesn't it tell you what kind of cargo's in here? Oh, yeah. So this says it has food. Oh, it does say it. It's this whole train is carrying food. Okay, it's got a couple of box cars. What is it? It's carrying food in a gas canister? Well, that's interesting. Hold on. Let's take us for a ride. Oh, that's a little noisy. I'm going to turn down the noise here for a second. Just going on a nice little ride around my train tracks. And this should pull into the cargo station. Okay, we're going over a couple of different roads here. You can see that these giant earth diggers on my industrial areas. You can see our windmill spinning around in the background up there. Hey V, good to see you in chat. We're just riding on our cargo train. Ooh, look at that passenger train. The passenger train just blew by us. Didn't know it was that much faster. Okay, I can see my that right there is the trash incinerator plant. Okay, we should be coming into... Oh, yeah, see, there's all the different train lines right there. And then we're coming into the cargo station right now. These are all the storage containers and everything. How cool is that? We delivered our cargo. Oh, and it's getting even more cargo. Look at this. It's got all kinds of stuff now. Interesting. Okay, so it was bringing in food. It was dropping off food. And now we're loading up all of this stuff to go out of the city. Oh, that is great. That means we're exporting a lot. Oh, there's another train right here too. Cool, and this guy's getting all kinds of stuff too. Well, that is fantastic. Fantastic. V says, the furnace in my apartment died today, so using extremely expensive electric heat. Oof, sorry to hear that, man. And I just want to point out, remember, we built this kind of bridge area here. Do you remember this? So this is our industrial area that's kind of in the middle of our city. We have all these industry buildings here. And we built this kind of bridge to come over to the cargo station so that the trucks wouldn't have to clog up this intersection here. Remember, we cut this intersection off here to reduce the traffic here. And I gotta say, this bridge is working great. It's being well used by all these trucks coming in and out. The trucks are coming down here. Even the buses are using this. They're coming down here. They're coming down here. And they're either going to the cargo station or they're turning onto the freeway. And they're using this freeway entrance right here, which is exactly what I wanted. We also have connection down to this freeway entrance here. And you see, okay, so here's a truck using this freeway entrance here. But most of them use the bigger one over here, which is good. So they do use both, but neither one is overwhelmed with this new setup, which is really pretty cool, I think. And then we did this interchange with the mall here, which is going great as well. No traffic issues. This area is looking pretty good. I mean, we got some backups going on here. Oh, that's a lot of backups there. What's the issue? I don't know if I see any real major issues. I think it's just a lot of traffic. I think might just be traffic time. I think there's a lot of people in traffic time right now. Are people using this sidewalk? Yeah, people are using this sidewalk, which is great. Yeah, people are even using the little tram. They're walking up the tram road. We got our trams, of course, running down there. Oh, and something I wanted to check out. They fixed a bug in this new patch. This is a special building here. This is a mixed-use building, Epicurean Garden. And before, buildings like this, they wouldn't get any residents moving in. You would get like a company move in, but no residents. And it was a glitch with the special buildings that were mixed use. Like people wouldn't move into them, but it looks like they fixed the glitch. So now we actually have people living here and a business in here making a profit, which is great to finally have these working. Because it was so weird to have like a special building in your city and then no one moved in. So I love that they fixed that. All right, well, let's head over to the arena area because I think we should start working on something you guys talked about a lot is to make like an arena district yesterday. And I don't know how much, like I don't want to make this like a big area, like a big arena district. I mean, I do have a lot of room here, but I don't want to fill this all up. You can see my commercial demand here is not that high. So if I put in some like restaurants and stuff here, I can't put in too many, is what I'm saying. I don't think I have enough demand to like fill this all in as like a crazy arena district. But we'll do a little bit of something here. I think to start, let me change the time so it's a little easier to see. We're going to make it 11:30. 11:33 to be exact. I think to start, we should put a gas station over here. I feel like, you know, this is a place in the city where we need gas stations. And I should probably go through the town and just see where my gas stations are, because we definitely need gas stations throughout the city. But I think definitely around here would be a good place for one. And I'm thinking, I was looking at this earlier, I'm thinking we put one, here's the UK medium petrol station. I already have one of these in the city. Oh, no, I don't. I have the big one. Where did I put this? I don't remember. I'd have to find it. But we're going to put this one. And I think we'll put it right here, right on the interchange to go into the stadium. So you can go get your gas. And it's already got a business in here. Look at that. And then something else I'd like to put down here is, you know, we have the gas station now. I think we definitely need a hotel that's near this area, you know, so people can come stay in the hotel and then go attend the ice skating event or whatever's at this arena. So there is a hotel building that came with the Northeast pack that I think we should throw in here. It's called the Northeastern Hotel. And we have this little triangle here that not a whole lot of stuff is going to fit in. And I want to put this in here. I think it'll fit in nicely. How does this look? Yeah, that looks pretty good. And it just says Northeastern Inn. You got the front of it down here. Got a little bit back there. But that's a nice kind of look here. It kind of fits in with this older building right here. And so now we have a hotel. Yeah, this sells lodging. Does it say how many rooms? It's not telling me how many rooms are in here. It says it sells lodging. Customers. Oh, here it goes. It just had to update. Okay, so rented room, 400 rented rooms. No, 0 rented rooms out of 400. That is a lot. I think we have to give this some time for it to update. We do have some hotels spread throughout the city. Not too many, because for a long time the hotels weren't working in this game. Like nobody would stay at them. If we go over to Gator Gulch, this is Gator Gulch, our big Gator Gulch park over here. We put in this hotel at the very beginning of this city. This is a cool little travel lodge here. You know, this is kind of a smaller part of the town, so you can come stay here right next to the park. This one has 36 rooms. Right now, 23 of them are rented. So I think they fixed the lodging bug so that it's actually working now. And we can actually go in our statistics and look up hotel rooms. Hotel rooms. Available hotel rooms versus used hotel rooms. So we've pretty much been at max here. Yeah, see, this is what I'm saying. So before, like, the green line is how many hotel rooms people are using. And this is the recent patch. I think this is the first Ice Flake Studio patch right here. I think they fixed it here. But yeah, I had available hotel rooms up here and no one stayed in them. And then suddenly, now we have people staying in the hotel rooms, which is great. So we almost have max occupancy in our hotel rooms, which is really cool. V says you need a hotel, restaurant, bar, and a small shop. All right, let's keep working on this stuff. Okay, we're going to have to take out these trees here because I want to use this space here. Now, the cool thing with these roads is that you can, there's zoning on the side of these roads. Even though they're parking spaces, you can plop buildings right next to the roads. Yeah, so look at this. There's zoning right here. Okay, so I think first, what I'd like to put in is a Starbucks. I think we need our city's first Starbucks, and I downloaded this from the workshop. This is actually called the Korean Starbucks. I don't know what makes this Korean, but there aren't that many things on the workshop yet for this game. There's actually only 2 Starbucks buildings. I only have one of them downloaded. So this is one of the few ones that we got. But I think it makes sense to have a Starbucks right here, right before people get on the freeway. They can go through the drive-in at Starbucks, get their lattes, get their mocha latte frappuccinos or whatever they want to drink. So we're going to stick that in there. And look at this building. We got ourselves a Starbucks. And there's a little drive-through. And I actually might increase the size of this road here, because I feel like this is going to get backed up. If we continue to put really cool buildings in here, we're going to get more traffic here. Let's turn this into a 4-lane asymmetric road. So 3 lanes, 1 direction. Oh, I'm going to have to upgrade this. It's not really what I wanted. Let's try it again. I want these lanes. I want the extra lane to be on the right-hand side, not the left-hand side. That's what's bothering me about this. So can I just... Oh, yeah. So I can just slide it over until I get the lane change that I want, which is this right here. So let's do that. We'll do that up here too. Just line it up. And then what does it do up here? So this has 2 lanes going left, 1 lane going straight and over. No, what I want is, I want the middle lane to go straight, and this one to be exclusively right. So let's change that. Lane connectors, remove unsafe and U-turns. So this one, I only want to be right turn, a right-hand turn. And then this one can go straight on and left. I think that's a better setup. Yeah, and then here, let's take off some of these crosswalks. And is there a stop sign here? I don't think so. Yeah, there's no stop sign or anything like that. So they should just drive straight on through here. All right, so this is cool. So we got our Starbucks right there. Let's put in some other cool stuff. So we're looking for just like shops and things to make this a cool arena district. I'm thinking there's like a sports bar kind of building in here somewhere, right? Horizon Lounge, that would be cool. Now, where's the, there's got to be a sports bar. Sports bar, there is one. Come on down to the sports bar and enjoy some sports. Grab a case of energy drinks to take home because due to legal and insurance requirements, you can't actually drink our energy drinks here. Okay. Ooh, this is a cool asset. Okay, so maybe right in line with the front of the arena. How does that look? Yeah, that's pretty cool. Nice kind of multi-story vibe here. I like that. Oh, and look at, there's like kind of like in this yard here, there's kind of like, I guess these are like games that you can play. And this must be like some kind of scoreboard or something. Anyway, seems like a cool establishment here next to our arena. Let's see what else we can plop in here. I'm thinking, ooh, there's a cool cinema. I think that makes sense. How big is this? Oh, it's kind of big, but I think it would be cool to have a cinema over here since this is, you know, servicing the downtown area. Look at that. Cine Vista. I love the movie posters. Look at how sharp these are. This is something that was not possible in Cities Skylines 1, is to have sharp movie posters like this on the side of the buildings. That's just really pretty cool. You got your fake movie posters. So we got our cinema. And then what else do we want to put in here? You said like a restaurant. V says, I think there's a game where you can try and do a small sandbag through the holes. Through hole? What? What are you talking about, V? There's a bowling alley, a brewery. Could be fun. This is a lounge. This is a bar. This is a gourmet restaurant. How big is this? That might be kind of nice. Little cafe, a gelato shop, tea lounge. Let's put in the brewery. I feel like the brewery fits in well right here. Yeah, look at that brewery. So craft beers. So I'm sure they have good food there too. And then let's throw in, there was like that museum. There's like a little museum in one of these. Yeah, Skylines Heritage Museum. This museum traces your city's vibrant history and remarkable evolution through interactive exhibits, reliving its iconic moments and showcasing its journey to the present day. Immerse yourself in a recreational exploration of the city's rich heritage. It's a nice little museum. I think this would be nice here. It's a little close to the freeway, but maybe we could squeeze it in. Yeah, you know what I think I'll do? I'll squeeze all of these over just a touch. Just leave like a little bit of space between them, and then I'll throw in the museum right there. That leaves enough room between the freeway and that. But look at this. This is the museum. So just a nice, cool little commercial building at the end here. What's in the back? A nice little courtyard here. I like it. So yeah, this will be kind of the stadium district here. Just lots of fun stuff to come do when you're coming to attend a game. The views are all really cool because you have the arena, you got the stadium, and so now you got the museum, the sports bar, the brewery, the cinema, and Starbucks. And a hotel. And a gas station over here. We got everything we need in this area. Now, I think we do need to make it a little bit easier for people to get here, because our mass transit is not really over here. Our subway goes straight through the middle of downtown. So this is our subway. There's a stop here. There's a stop by Central Park, I think. Is there? Where's the next stop? Okay, hold on. Subway, where are you? Oh, it's here. Okay, yeah, so there's a stop here, and a stop here. So how are people getting to the arena? We should do like a downtown bus loop, I think is what we should do. Add a bus that just goes in a circle around downtown that could bring people over to the arena, this new kind of commercial district that we added. Before we do that, let me add one other thing. One of the new buildings that came with the content creator pack that was just released, Office Evolution, I believe is the name of the new content creator pack that came out just yesterday. It has a special building in it that's an office building that's really cool looking. I love it. Yeah, Office Evolution. Actually, there's a couple of cool buildings in it. 3 special buildings. This one is the one I was thinking of. I just love the way it looks. And I'm thinking this side of the downtown over here needs more office. We just have this one office building here. We do need more jobs in the city. So I'm thinking we could just put it in over here. Just slide it in like right next to the train station here. There's just enough space to squeeze it in. It's a little close to this parking structure. How does that look? I just really like the way that looks. Are these too close? You know, it's kind of a cool look to be like right down. It's right, the direct sight line down this street. Yeah, you know what? That's pretty cool looking. That's the sight line. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, so here's the building here. Oh, I love this. You guys, look at this. The walkway looks like it goes straight through to the train station. No way. Does it actually connect? It looks like it actually connects all the way through. That's wild. I didn't even plan that. I love that. Okay, how many jobs is this? 394 employees. That is great. It produces financial. Okay. Pretty cool. Oh, what are the bonuses? Office efficiency, plus 5% interest in university education, plus 3% software production efficiency, plus 3% park entertainment, plus 5% well-being. All right. Very nice. Yeah, I love this placement. V says, until someone does it, we will never know if it truly connects. Oh, you mean if it's until someone walks through? Yeah, I don't see anyone walking through, but you know what? Let's just check. Let's just check something. Because we do have invisible pathways. This is an invisible pedestrian path. We could draw a pedestrian path Yeah, okay, so you can see the green line. So this is telling you that it's connected to the street. And we're just going to have this go straight through and connect to this street. And see the green line, you can see, you just need to check for the green line to make sure that it's connected. But this looks like it's connecting perfectly. And so this will allow people to walk directly through this pathway if they weren't able to do that already. So we'll check back through. We'll check this back with us later to see if people change their pathfinding to do that. Invisible paths. I love that. That's part of the game. Okay. What else did I need to do? Oh, yeah, we were doing the bus loop. Okay. I'm not exactly sure how many buses we have available. I don't think we have that many. This is our current bus station. Where does it say how many buses we have? 10 vehicles, 10 vehicles. Okay, here we go. 55 vehicles. Oh, I was doing the wrong thing. The bus depot is what we need to click on. So we have 55 out of 55 buses in use. Okay. We have no free vehicles available. Well, is there any other... Can we do... I hate to keep adding to this bus depot. Is there another bus depot? Compact bus depot. This has 10 vehicles. See, the thing is we don't need that many vehicles. This one has 25 vehicles. Oh, that's big. That is big. That's smaller. Those are all bus stations. Okay, so I think we only have these two options for bus depot. Okay, so we're going to use the smaller one. Where do we put this guy? I'm thinking somewhere over here where there's nothing else going on. Oh, yeah, like back over here would be perfect. This is really kind of out of the way. We'll throw it in right here. That's a great spot for it. So kind of at the edge of downtown. We got a little bus depot here. So we got 10 buses. We can upgrade it to electric bus. Oh yeah, let's make these electric buses. Okay, so we got electric buses now. And we're going to make one bus route. Oh, no, we have to put the bus stops in here first. Okay, so how are we going to do this? I'm thinking, okay, we definitely need something by this tram stop here, or by this plaza area here. Let's get out of this menu. Okay, so by this plaza, definitely we should have a stop. And by Central Park, we should have a stop. So maybe we go up this street, over here, around here, up, down, up and around here. Up around Central Park, down here, back. Yeah, let's do that. It's kind of a weird loop, but it kind of hits everything. It's just a loop around the whole downtown area. V says, is Invisible Pass part of the base game or is it a mod? I think it's part of the base game. V said there might be space near the stadium district for the new bus depot. V says, I might put the new bus depot on the loop for traffic control. Bus stop at the stadium and hotel so people have an option not to drive to the stadium. Yeah, we definitely need to do that. So let's do, you know what? I don't want both directions on this loop. I only want one direction because I don't think it's going to be used that much. So let's get our bus stops. Oh, and you know what? There's a new bus stop that came out. This is the Architectural Bus Stop Shelter. Okay, we're going to put a bus stop right here. Okay, it's going to have to be on this side of the street. I want to do this so that the buses only turn right, only make right-hand turns. So that means everything's going to have to be on this side of the street. So we're going to do a bus stop right here. What does that do to my parking spots? Oh, that takes out all the parking spots. But that's okay. We need the bus stop. Okay, so this is the new bus stop. It's kind of hard to see. Can I change the daytime? Oh, oh, oh. Well, here's at night. You can kind of see it. Isn't that cool looking? You got the benches. You got a little curvy wood piece to it. That is a pretty fancy looking bus stop. Oh, there we go. That's a good look. Good look at it. So yeah, so we're going to use this as our bus stop. And we're going to do it so it only makes right-hand turns. So that means it's always going to be on this side of the street. Okay, so we got one bus stop there. We're going to do one bus stop over here. Then it'll come down here. And then we want one bus stop next to the hospital. No, we have to go the other direction because I'm losing track. So we only want to make right-hand turns. Okay, so coming up this way, right-hand turn, go this way, come over here. Probably right here we would have one. No, that's a left turn. That's a left turn. We can't do this with only right-hand turns. Okay, we'll have one left turn. This will be the one left turn right here. Okay, then it'll come down here. Then we're at the Central Plaza. We'll have a stop right here. Then it'll come down over to here. Maybe we'll have a stop. This will be the stop by Central Park. Okay, then it'll turn down. Yeah, it'll turn down this way. It's got to make another left-hand turn, but then it can stop here. All right. I think that'll cover everything. All right. So now we got to draw the bus lines in. Oh, we already have a bus. Wait, where did this bus come from? Oh, we have a shuttle bus that goes from the cruise ship depot to this central plaza here. So it goes back and forth from here to here. That's cool. Okay, so this is in addition to that bus. And then this one will go from here to here to here to here to here, to here, and then back again. And that will be our downtown loop. Let's look at our lines. Okay, so this is cruise ship to downtown. And this one is, this will be downtown loop. And we gotta make this a different color. Let's make this pink. Do you have any other pink ones? Nope. All right, so we will let that run and see how well that does. This one we need to select the electric bus. So it uses that one. And then, you know what? Let's also, for this cruise ship to downtown, let's also make this an electric bus too. So that should use 4 vehicles. Wait, how many? Okay, so 4 vehicles. And then the downtown loop is using 3 vehicles. So that should be within the 10 vehicles that we just put down for this area. All right, so we'll have to come back to that and see how that is going. I think that's a great addition, though. It makes me feel really good. We got buses in the downtown area now, which is pretty cool. V said, as someone that used a bus for a long time, I hate that bus stop. I need visibility, not a wall. Also, I need I need rain not being blown in my face by a big open wall. Yeah, I've ridden buses for a long time myself, and I actually like trying to make bus routes in this game as realistic as possible. I'll tell you, when a Cities Skylines YouTuber I love to watch is Biffa. I think that Biffa is one of the best YouTubers out there. I mean, he's done YouTube for so long, and every video he puts out is a banger. And he's just so professional and nice and seems like a genuinely nice person. Like, I can't say enough good things about him. But I'll say a bad thing about him is that I feel like he has never ridden a bus in his life. His bus routes are like all over the place. They like squiggle all throughout his cities. That is not a realistic bus route. As someone who's ridden a lot of buses, like, your bus routes need to be very intentional about where they're going in your city, because people need to actually ride on them to like get places. So I've seen a lot of bus routes downtowns that are loops like this. They'll have like a downtown loop that a bus will go, or you'll have a bus that will go between 2 points, like the cruise ship to a central downtown plaza like this. And you'll have a plaza like this be a central hub for a bunch of things, like the tram stops here, and the subway stops here, and the buses stop here. So I feel like that's a very realistic way to plan your mass transit. I'm just checking. Did we have a blip in the stream? Man, I'm having these like internet blips where my internet will just drop out, but I think we're good now. Okay. So, let's talk about the lighthouse. I want to add a lighthouse into this city. And one of the things that got added in the piers update, whenever that dropped, the pier in, what was it called? Pier in Marina update or something like that. Anyway, they added lighthouses, which are very cool. I think that's always like a great addition to add to the game. And I was thinking, I've left this really undeveloped, this waterfront. And I was always waiting for that DLC to drop because we've been waiting for this DLC for a year. And I've left this whole waterfront completely blank because we're going to put like piers and stuff on here. We're going to use everything in that new DLC to make this like a cool, realistic waterfront. Yeah, we just have never gotten to it. So we're going to do that now. This is probably going to take a couple of streams, so I hope you bear with me. But I think this will be really cool when we're done here. But what I want to start with is I want to add a lighthouse. Because when you look at a map like this, I think this is the place where you would have like a lighthouse along this coastline. Maybe something right here. But I want to make this like jut out a little bit more to put the lighthouse out here on it. So let's start by buying some more of these squares. We're just buying tons of squares. We're going to buy this one and this one. Holy cow, my money keeps shooting up. We're almost at 20 million. All right, let's start maneuvering some of this ground here. I think we're going to grab this. I'm going to raise my brush strength up to 100. And kind of just extend this out into the ocean. I don't know how far we're going to make this stick out, but I do want it to stick out kind of far. And then kind of like curve it back into the land here. And then maybe we'll smooth it a little bit, kind of soften it down just a touch, try to make it look a little bit more realistic. Something like that. And then I don't know how large these lighthouses are. Yeah, but something like that, if this stuck out like that, I feel like you'd have like a lighthouse or something on there. Let's see how big the lighthouses are. Okay, there's a bunch of lighthouses. We got a small one, a little tiny lighthouse. We have a large lighthouse. It's a little bit larger. We have this lighthouse. That looks like the same as the large lighthouse. And then the old lighthouse, which is the biggest one, which I think is what we're going to go with. I think this is a special building. Is it in here? Let's look at Bridges and Ports. That's what the DLC was called. Bridges and Ports. Is it in Parks? It's in Parks. Okay, it's called the Old Lighthouse. It costs $800,000 plus 25 outdoor recreation, which is pretty cool. All right, so it doesn't require that much room. So yeah, we could definitely put this right out on the end here, which is very awesome. Let's just plop this down. And then let's have a little road come out here. I think we'll do an alley. And we'll do a little curved road. Yeah, maybe like that. How does that... Is this too steep up here? No, it looks all right. That's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous looking. Okay, so when we click in here, there's actually upgrades to this. So there's a Lighthouse Museum, which adds plus 10 indoor recreation, and a Lighthouse Restaurant, which adds plus 10 meals. So you're going to a museum and a restaurant. We want to add both of these. These take a little bit more space, so we're going to need to back these up. But maybe I'll have this guy like down here, and maybe we'll throw this guy like over here. Oh no, we put them out of the radius. That's okay. I think they'll still work. And then maybe we add like a parking lot down here for, you know, the tourists. Like a small parking lot, maybe a little bit bigger than that. Yeah, something like this. Seems to make a lot of sense. Let's line this with bushes. We're going to grab our, what's the bigger bush? This one's the bigger bush. I'm going to grab this one. We'll do our straight line tool. We'll do random rotation. This is going to need to be a lot smaller. Do something like that. Yeah, nice bushes around the parking lot. Little houses, and we got ourselves our little lighthouse there. All right, then I think what would also be cool is if we throw in these rocks here. So we can do our random boulders, and we can actually use our line tool on this. Let's put these very close together. Oh, can I get them closer than that? Yeah, like this, like right next to each other. And I'd like to like line this whole thing with these rocks. So I'm just going to follow the edge of the water around. Oop. No, I want to curve this. And this is a really cool, easy way to create like a little wharf area like this. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Just that little bit. Look at how cool that looks. Just that little bit of rocks. Ah, I love it. And then what we can do is just come along and we could do a couple of rows like this. I see a little garbage truck just dropping up and picking up the garbage. Nice to know those guys are at work. All right, let's do one more line here. We're not going to, go crazy with this. I don't want to keep going forever. V says, nice rip rock. That's what the type of erosion control is called. Cool. I guess I didn't even know that. Rip rock. I just know I've seen it. I've seen this done on the coast in different places. All right. I mean, what a cool addition to the city. This is mind-blowing to me. It's such a little thing, but it makes such a big difference. And I think that the rocks really sell it along the edge there. Now, of course, we can throw in a couple more trees. Let's go in here to our tree set here. We're going to go down. I'm going to go, wait, no. Let's put in, where's the European ones? Let's get our European trees out here. And maybe grab chestnut and hickory. We'll do elderly trees. We'll do... Where's the tree brush? Oh, it didn't have the tree brush activated for some reason. Okay, we're going to place multiple of these. We're going to lower our brush size down. Again, we're going to select 2 of these. I'm going to turn anarchy off. Just do like little blips throughout here. So this is like a nice kind of park area. Just something like that. And then let's go back through and throw in a bunch of bushes. Do the large evergreen bush, small one, this one, and this one. No, not that. And we're just going to throw in a bunch of these bushes. I'm going to turn Anarchy on for this, because it'll allow us to get more of these bushes in here. Just dot a whole bunch of bushes along here. Okay, I got a bunch on the road. Let's go to move it. We'll grab move it. We'll grab, make it just be our plants. Grab everything we just put on the road here. Don't want these guys on the road. We'll move them over here, something like that. Why is this guy on the road? Perfect. And I think that is our new edition done. I love it. Okay, so yeah, we're going to do a couple of streams expanding our waterfront out here and just see what we can come up with. I hope everything else turns out as great as this did. V says, yeah, riprap is a major engineering thing to prevent erosion near critical infrastructure. All right, I think that's a great place to end the stream. We'll be back again tomorrow for our... Wait, is tomorrow Friday? This week has just blown by. Yeah, tomorrow's Friday. Our Friday night stream tomorrow. We'll work on our marina. All right, that's going to be it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for being here, V. And I will see you guys here tomorrow. Everybody remember, no matter what is going on in your life, to always do something fun every single day. Until next time, this is Zach signing off.